good, y'all? I'm Jerry, about to check out 10 bizarre wrestling injuries and fails. This video is about a wrestling flashback. I know the other day, I just recently seen an interview with The Undertaker. Talked about, he was on a podcast with Tony Hawk, and he talked about like some of the worst injuries he ever got. And two of them came, he had two broken orbital bones on two separate different occasions. One was in the ring against Mabel, and the other one was in the ring against Rey Mysterio. And Rey Mysterio actually did a seated senton, and his butt actually hit Undertaker in the face. So amongst other injuries that happen in wrestling. So we about to hop into this video, man. Let's go.
We all know the dangers of wrestling, and although
he
there
got
can be
knocked
some
out.
bad and painful injuries, there can also be some rather funny ones.
God. I remember that.
How can you not be fired up with Montez? Look out! Oh God!
Oh my God.
Today we'll look at various injuries, botches, and fails that involve the wrestler either getting hurt, screwing up, or both.
Look at this!
Oh!
Oh no! He passes! That's an A+!
As we highlight 10 of the funniest injuries and fails in wrestling.
He just flashed me, but I was out.
Oh.
And I said, where am I? Earl started laughing. He goes, damn boy. He goes, you in the garden.
First, we start with a bad landing and a broken nose, amongst other injuries occurring in Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker's match from the May 28, 2010 episode of SmackDown. This was The Undertaker's first match back on SmackDown after retiring Shawn Michaels in the 5-Star Classic at WrestleMania 26. Taker and Mysterio worked hard to have a good match.
I remember that match. Oh, I wonder why he was bleeding afterwards.
Bum first into the face of the dead man following a seated senton. The accident gave Taker a concussion, while also breaking both his nose and orbital bone.
His ass was supposed to hit me in the chest, but it hit me right in the face. It was a bony ass, and it was right on the bridge of my nose, and also it broke my nose. And I got concussed. To this day, I still have double vision.
It also appeared to affect the finish of the match, as the concussed Taker had trouble catching Mysterio for the tombstone. The WWE did their best to edit out the botched catch, but the post-match replay shows the Phenom struggling to get Rey up, something which wasn't shown in real time. The
I remember that.
Taker suffered in the
It had
match
to be like 09, 2010,
leading to Taker being written off TV after supposedly being found in a vegetated state. Mysterio was initially accused of being
this what happened,
although it turned out to be Undertaker's brother, Kane. Randy Orton has suffered his fair share of injuries over the years, some of them from painful bumps and others from rather basic actions.
You heard his shoulder.
Everything just changed.
Orton once even aggravated a shoulder injury by taking out the garbage. Randy's also been involved in some funny screw-ups, such as the time he fell on the announce table.
His leg got stuck. I remember that.
How about the time he launched Samir Singh into orbit?
Oh my God! Inside out by Orton!
Damn.
More often than not, Orton's signature RKO is executed flawlessly, but there have been a handful of times the move hasn't quite.
I remember that SmackDown right there.
Vince McMahon famously tore his quads at the 2005 Royal Rumble in comedic.
How did he do that?
Something which seems to run in his family.
Oh, Shane still got it.
You gonna put Triple H on there too?
But Vince was agile or coordinated when he wrestled.
He's not very agile. He's not very flexible. The worst athlete I've ever seen.
He looked to make up for this by taking a lot of punishment.
You gotta give Vince some credit, because the boss, he don't gotta do none of that at all. He ain't gotta take no chair shots, none of that, no type of bumps. Being the boss, he can strictly stay backstage,
this, coupled with
not be on screen at all.
Ability and ring experience, led to some close calls, such as at St. Valentine's Day Massacre when Vince fractured his tailbone.
I'm up there hanging on the side of the cage thinking, man, this somebody might be dead. Mr. McMahon!
Damn.
I didn't have any idea it was going to hurt that much, you know. He's got to be 20 feet off the floor. No!
Oh.
And during the corporate Royal Rumble, when his head was nearly decapitated.
Oh.
And we can't forget some of Vince's funniest botches. Vince has
that's
also
2002.
being stunned a couple of times.
He had to take the worst ones.
In fact, much of the McMahon family has had trouble taking the move.
Kevin Owens!
Oh.
Kevin Owens with Shane!
A lot of offense in wrestling is directed below the belt, so one would think groin injuries would be more common, but there have only been a few, including when Tommy Dreamer had to get one of his testicles drained following a kendo stick shot from Jerry Lawler.
Oh my God.
Darren Young was peeing blood for 2 days after landing crotch first on the top turnbuckle. Bret Hart tore his groin after being crushed on the metal part of the turnbuckle. The move that best targets the groin is the low blow, and while rarely ever having caused an injury, it's resulted in some hilarious sell jobs.
Oh my God.
Stiffest chops, if you will, in our sport. And right now, Hennick's not thinking of chops. Notice this. Oh!
You gotta wait. That was a cheese grater.
Oh, be careful! Oh! With the ladder once, but not that time. Yes! I know, I saw it! See it coming. Give it to him! And she pulled a shot and she hurt her arm.
He got a cup on.
The low blow has also been hit in several unique ways.
Oh, he kicked him. That was a great counter. This shit hurting me just by watching it.
Pete Gas was the star of the Mean Street Posse, a group that were known for taking quite the pummeling, usually at the hands of other wrestlers.
Damn.
But at the Royal Rumble 2000,
I know they got severe
Pete took his own
CTE.
head off, entering the ring during the Posse run-in. This broke Pete's nose and knocked him loopy. He was still out of it once he got into the ring, barely able to stand. He then hilariously got tangled up on the ropes before being beaten to the back with the rest of the Posse by Bradshaw and Farouk. Pete's mistake wasn't the only painful mishap during the Royal Rumble match that year.
I just not seen it.
Michinoku was sent to the emergency room with a concussion after face planting on the floor, something Jerry Lawler found great humor in as the incident was replayed multiple times throughout the remainder of the show.
Well, can we see him get thrown out by Boss Man over there? That was entertaining. Look at this.
Ooh.
He landed right on his face.
He instantly started bleeding.
Taka suffered a concussion and hurt his shoulder during the fall, which kept him out of action for 2 months.
Damn.
The original Sin Cara's time in WWE was blighted
Numerous
by
botches.
injuries. A knee injury suffered at Survivor Series
Bots after
2011
bots after
lasted
bots.
for 6 months.
He got caught on that top rope right there.
Sin Cara has been eliminated.
Cannot continue.
Sin Cara famously ended a match with Alberto Del Rio early after suffering a broken finger. This was the final nail in the coffin for his WWE run. Sin Cara had attitude problems, refused to learn English, and didn't take well to the WWE style.
This guy had heat with everybody. His selling was terrible. Everything was terrible. He had a bad attitude. If he spoke English, he acted like he didn't.
This explains why his matches featured so many mistakes and why he ultimately didn't last too long in the company.
Oh my goodness. Get out of the ring.
Damn.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, he was not that good.
Sin Cara can do. Whoa! Oh man! And Sin Cara.
Ooh.
And he slapped it. It's for the top rope.
That's dangerous, bro.
Sabu was one of the most innovative wrestlers of the 90s. He took incredible risks despite the danger.
Yeah, Sabu
His Daredevil
was
style greatly
goated.
increased the chances of something going wrong.
Damn.
And it was quite often that things didn't go to plan.
Yeah, he hurt himself right there.
Wait a minute!
Oh.
Off the top of the arm of Raw.
He missed the triple jump move.
Oh my God.
Sabu missed, he lost his footing.
Asked him too much time.
Table broke. He broke the table.
And Sabu got himself out of that. Sabu crashing and burning.
Sabu would even intentionally botch moves to fool the crowd.
Hey Douglas.
So some of that was on purpose.
Triple jump.
Sabu suffered many injuries throughout his career, including a broken neck.
Ooh, that was by Chris
Sabu
Benoit.
famously glued shut his wounds, resulting in many visible scars. This was due to him not having health insurance. Sabu once taped up his arm during a match after badly cutting himself during a barbed wire match versus Terry Funk.
Yeah, what type of wound?
Sabu's had his fair share of fails, but at least they mostly occurred in the ring, unlike Titus O'Neil, who had quite literally slipped up time and time again. First, there was his infamous keg carry on NXT in 2010.
Titus got his feet underneath him as he was carrying the keg.
Titus seemed to get his wires crossed during a match on SmackDown with Big E in 2014.
Damn.
Then came the notorious slip and slide on the way to the ring during the Greatest Royal Rumble event.
Titus, get there, speaking in, Titus. And Titus O'Neil tripped and went head first through the apron. That reminded me of when Titus O'Neil was trying to carry a keg at the old NXT, but he tripped on the mat as well. Titus O'Neil slowly approaching the ring. Remember, at the Greatest Royal Rumble, Titus O'Neil tripped.
Titus is a great guy and fantastic entertainer.
He's a good sport about it.
But laugh at some of his epic fails he's had over the years.
We'll find out how glam Big E is when he takes on Baron.
He's a good sport about tripping and stuff. Anybody else would have just possibly quit or shut down mentally, being laughed at like that by the crowd. Oh my God.
In modern wrestling, big men can be seen taking more risks than ever, but that doesn't mean every big man should take these guys.
Oh, he feeling lit.
Something Top Dollar learned the hard way on the December 17, 2022 episode of SmackDown. Dollar's leg gave out right before he went to hit a dive on the outside, resulting in a hilarious botch that thankfully Dollar escaped without injury.
Yeah.
Absolutely no way! You gotta be kidding me! I guess there's a reason he doesn't do that often.
Top Dollar has successfully hit this dive before. However, he'll never hear the end of the time.
His legs probably tired.
Cole in particular continued to poke fun at Dollar on commentary following the incident.
Yep. And B-Fam eliminated. She still lasted longer than Top Dollar probably would have.
Top Dollar is a flippy, floppy competitor, Michael.
He flops. I don't know about flips.
Top Dollar didn't even get tagged in. It would have been a very different story had he been.
Yeah, they probably would have lost quicker.
Ooh.
Now that's how a big man flies. Top Dollar. No issue going over the top rope that time.
Cole, quickly, take your pick. Who's winning this one?
Top Dollar.
Why?
Because he can't go over the top rope.
That is certainly the high flyer of the group.
I was going to say.
We've established that, Cole.
I don't think you'd ever call Jim Rowe high flyers, and then when he beats people up.
What you want, Cole? You running your mouth? Why'd you come over here, huh?
I wasn't the only one making fun of the fact that he tried to fly over the top rope and fell on his rear end.
X-Pac was notorious for hitting his Bronco Buster. It was done in a way to humiliate his opponent.
Yeah.
No! How humiliating for Tori! This is humiliation.
He managed to do it for years, avoiding any injury. However, in 2013, he landed himself in a whole lot of trouble while working on the independent scene. X-Pac did a Bronco Buster that literally ripped his ass apart.
Oh,
his opponent
I think I remember that.
Causing him to fly into the corner post crotch first.
X-Pac hasn't lost a beat either. Oh no! He was going for that.
The turnbuckle was exposed a little bit, so the threads of the turnbuckle, like, literally
cut it.
Ripped my asshole. I had to have emergency surgery.
Seemingly unaware of his injury, X-Pac's opponent then hit him over the head with a chair. Like a trooper, Pac finished the bout and soon after went to hospital to have surgery.
Damn.
And that brings us to the end of this video. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoyed this one, be sure to check out
Alright y'all, another great video, man. Let me know down below in the comments of what y'all thought in my reaction to this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.